I've never been.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Oh.
That's awesome. Corey put so much work in that guy.
You're fine,
No
sir.
problem, Bill.
And we have the Tuesday, April 21st, 2026 board minutes. Is there any questions or any corrections anybody thinks made?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of April 21st, 2026.
Okay. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Great. And then we're going to go into an executive session. Right?
Yep.
Yep. This is his,
knows.
He's not.
Oh, I thought he was.
No.
She has to put that in the minutes.
You better not this summer.
What's that?
You better not move this summer.
Yeah.
I think Chris is still printing that.
She's right there.
Oh, okay, I didn't notice it coming.
Must have been a change. We had told him, 39 months ago, he was doing permits.
That's the last one, right? Correct, that's the, we have to talk about it. He will be gone. But we have to go into executive session for discussion of an individual's contract. What about this? He said it was, okay, we'll just talk about it. Okay. You and I'll talk about it. We'll record it and then blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Because we are the executive.
Is Rick on?
Pardon me?
I'm trying to see if Rick on, I know, I'll let him know.
Yeah, let's make sure Rick gets back
There will
in.
be 2 votes,
Yeah.
1 on the salary.
I can't see him.
He's not there.
Was Rickman and Alan,
No, wait 1 second.
he's full-time man?
No, it's more making an amendment.
He said he was gonna be here early in the meeting. I think he meant to, I don't know if he left.
Oh, Rick?
Yeah, he said.
I have to
he
text
said he'll
him
be
when
here
we're back.
early in the
I
meeting.
just texted him that we're resuming.
So he's full-time in Hilton?
Yeah, as last year we sold his house.
Oh, okay. Well, he's in a bad spot.
No,
She wants, she was,
yeah.
of course.
Did you text him?
Okay, we ready?
Yes. Chris has a time. We'll say, we're back at 10 o'clock, and we have a resolution on salary adjustments for June 2026. Whereas the audit committee met on May 12th to review the proposed increases with the business coordinator and superintendent. Whereas the budgetary items as presented in this meeting to reflect that recommendation. And whereas the full school board has had the opportunity to review the proposed increases within this meeting of the board. Therefore, be resolved that the Board of Education of the Georgian Republic Union Free School District hereby approves the wage and salary compensation as recommended by the superintendent for the positions of teacher aide, job coach, school secretaries, principal, administrative assistant, curriculum coordinator, information technology specialist, assistant behavioral specialist, teacher aide lead support, behavioral instruction specialist, and director of human resources.
So moved.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Great. And on to the superintendent's report.
Thank you. So specifically with our position in enrollment, through the end of May, income over expense was $942,345. Enrollment was up 6% September through the end of May compared to the same time last year. When Anita gets into her report, she'll have some more updated standing on that, but we're in good shape. That includes our full repayment to the agency for the debt that was owed there, and also to a deficit position specifically for school that was a little over $400,000. This was possible because of increased enrollment and across the board, so it provided more funding. In addition, Anita and myself advocating through rate setting reform to get our rate up, so it really had an impact and put us back in good standing. And we don't know what the future will hold with funding, so either way, good, bad, or otherwise, we're in a position to take on what comes next year. The special act districts are very unique. A typical school district is allowed to keep just 4% in a fund balance every year. Special acts, after advocacy that predates me, we're afforded the ability to maintain a fund balance, but there's a nuance to it. And in this specific year, we're technically allowed to maintain 8% of the prior year's actual costs that were reimbursed. So it's not a full 8%, but what we actually spent, we can keep up to that. And the good problem is that we had a surplus there, and if we had too much of a surplus, it can affect our rate going forward year over year. Most likely 2 years from now, it would affect our rate going down if we had too much of a surplus. So we want to maintain healthy balance there that Anita will give more specifics to. But in order to address that, or rather to prevent that, we address some much needed capital improvements for some neglected facilities. Number one, we replaced a school vehicle from one that was an old Chrysler from the early 90s that had 200,000 miles on it, that we scrapped and replaced it with a SUV for school staff to take to events such as, for example, like when the chance takers go to a soup kitchen, or we have admin staff going to a conference, they'll use it for that. So that's been replaced. We updated the schools. We're going to update the school's fitness room. We have made a purchase with Advantage Fitness, the school weight room, and thanks to Mr. Caldwell also, who's kept this in front of his mind. He's seen that it's in repair. It's again materials that have been in there since the early 90s, I think, and it's just out of date and it's going to be updated. We also did a major purchase of updating computers in the building, teacher laptops and classroom desktops. We purchased $34,000 worth of additional and camera upgrades. That specific one will have a reimbursement, so that's good news. We finally repaired some leaks in the roof through a company called Phoenix, who will be addressing that. It's obviously not a full roofing project, but they address some leaks. And then we're contributing to very fairly, in my opinion, the agency is addressing a heating and cooling issue in the upper school that we're going to contribute some funding towards to ensure that that's done. I know I'm speaking quickly on those purchases, but the idea is got the rate up, paid off debt, addressed some capital projects, and are moving forward. And those are all things in dire need. Also, we're in the process of purchasing a generator for this building. That money in the fiscal year, we're going to do that immediately after July 1, so that in July 1 we can recoup that funding to put that in place. We have an identified vendor, so we're pursuing that. I also put in there just some save the dates, so you're aware. Today you'll vote on officially establishing our reorganizational meeting. And you remember in July, we technically have 2 meetings on the same day. We'll have a regular meeting and a reorg meeting. Today, you'll vote to officially establish that, but, and at that meeting, you'll vote on the upcoming other meetings that I've put there, September through June. That's just a heads up for your own records. And those dates do not conflict with agency board meetings either. Just so you have them. But today, you vote on the reorg, and in July, you'll vote on those, so you have a heads up. And then finally for me is obviously today's graduation. I love graduation here, and so many other people do. It's a really special event. So many people this time of year just are so used to going to graduations. Ours is that much more special, so I can't wait. So we hope to see you. That's it for me. I'm going to turn it over, well, I guess that's your role, turn it over to key performance indicators.
Okay, are we going to vote on the the reorg meeting now, or is that
No,
just?
there's a separate agenda for that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, motion.
So key performance indicators, walking through each of them, that first slide is our typical enrollment. So you can see that we still are serving predominantly 9th and 10th graders, and as you look at their STAR scores, you can see that they are still operating on average about 2 grade levels below, sometimes a little bit more towards 3 in terms of their reading abilities. If you continue. We still remain in good standing. We do have some data to finalize as we finish out the school year in terms of our marking period 4 grades, which were just due yesterday, as well as our post-assessments and STAR. All of that data will be pulled for you to see at our next board meeting to see that finalized. Revisiting the talking points that I started including last board meeting. In terms of credit recovery, I'm happy to report that we had 22 sections of credit recovery for our students across our school, and it was present on every team. We had 86% completion of credit recovery. 9% just need to continue into the summer, which is always impressive. In terms of vocational data and opportunities, we already have established our application deadlines and interview dates for our summer school, so leading already into marking period 1 of next school year, we'll have our students hopefully selected for vocational before summer school ends. Upwards of 60% of our students have completed career exploration or an equivalent. And this school year, we were able to have 50 students earn a 10-hour OSHA credential that they are taking with them, that we also have been able to establish that we can post on their transcripts. So they, even if they lose their little card, that will be officially documented and will be able to go with them as they transition to wherever is next.
Great.
In terms of other opportunities, I mentioned that we had a student who would be attending a water operator Class C credential course. That was last week. This student talked about just how rewarding the opportunity was. I wish he was here today, but he did discharge and is already on to bigger and better things. He said, and I quote, "It was a good experience. I learned a lot. More students should have that opportunity, and Regents exams prepped me for that test."
And thanks to Danielle and Pat
Absolutely.
Natalie and her team
Yeah.
coordinating the invitation.
In terms of Groton Career Academies, we have 4 students scheduled to attend those. They just attended an orientation on Friday when school was not in session. We had a student who was going to come down to speak but got a little anxiety and a little stage fright, but she did also send me something to read. She said, "I'm excited about career academies because I get to learn about different career paths and discover what interests me most. I'm looking forward to meeting new people, making connections, and gaining experiences that will help guide me towards future goals." And again, as Mr. Walsh just said, thank you to Pat, Natalie, Danielle, your team, in order to make those things happen. The last bullet I have on this slide is about school safety drills. Another thank you to Danielle. We actually conducted 3 joint lockdown drills to secure our campus, so more than just our school this year. The most recent lockdown drill was the entire campus. And I can't say enough that not only was it just good practice, but they were successful. It was very good to see the efficiency, the communication, and just the collaboration there.
Great.
So, thank you. As we go to the next slide, looking at just an update in terms of investigations. Mr. Twig, did you have anything to add or any updates?
Just a quick update on some of these. I was actually hoping that the majority of these would be closed by now, because we've completed the entire process for all of them. It's actually interesting. 4 out of the 5 open currently have all been communicated to me directly from each investigator from SED or from Justice Center, that they submitted it, looking to close and substantiate it, which is obviously good news. And then the one from the 10th is just the only outstanding one that I don't have any feedback on yet. But
Yeah.
You can see our physical intervention data, again, reporting on all of the same indicators. The majority of them continue to be protecting others from imminent risk. You can see them broken down by program as well. When you look at our physical intervention data by month, you can see that May, on average, tends to be about that 16%. So that tends to be our month there. In terms of the school support logs, do you have anything to add to school support log in terms of events?
really, I would just caution, like with the student event, we go over this each time, but as the weather gets warmer, leaving the building without authorization, the vast majority of those are students sitting on those stairs right there, pretty much right outside my office, just kind of get out of the building, get some air. Sometimes people assume that that's much more egregious act than it actually is. So, but we ask our staff to obviously document accurately and make sure what they see is what we get.
These students are often the ones that have much more explosive reactions, so them choosing to leave a building to sit on stairs and talk with staff is incredible growth more often than not. Alright, last one is just our school point system that we continue to monitor. You can see our April and May data, and those, especially those level 3s, growing in that direction, so very proud. Thank you. Any questions?
No.
All right, thank you very much.
Appreciate it. And on to Anita.
Alright. Okay, so we're having a great year. I'm gonna move us right on through April and get right into May and June. And, let's see, this. Here we go. So as Mr. Watts said, 942,000 is where we're at right now for revenue over expense. Take out the 415, that we owe as a prior year deficit, that brings us down to 527,000. And then all the expenditures that Mr. Watts spoke of are roughly about 193,000. One will be reimbursed, the cameras will, it's through, our Schedule N, it gets paid back to us. It's at a later date, but once all those are taken into account, we're about 334,000 positive surplus, which is well within the 8% allowed, and we actually could go above that. Our intention is to try to keep this under 400K for the end of the year. And that means if there's some other underlying things that we can squeeze in the next few days, we'll be doing that. We're pretty proud of our vehicle too that we purchased out there. We got a great price on it. It's through OSG. We did get 2 quotes. We didn't need it, but it's gonna be a good vehicle that should last with 100,000 mile powertrain warranty on it too. So really good news. The cameras and the laptops were absolutely 100% needed. All those upgrades, we're gonna start installing them immediately. And our census is way up too. That has really helped. I mean, if you look, 8.67 kids from this time last year, that's a lot of money.
Yes.
The day school is down a little bit, but we've well made sure we're okay on the residential side with that increase.
And I think the previous year's summer school was up a lot from the year before, and we anticipate a similar number there. And reminding that we have to be extremely judicious about day school admissions. We continue to see students that are not being accepted to residential care be referred to our day school. And if there are levels of violence, particularly weapons involved, or significant mental health, we're just being very cautious about safety on campus.
What's the current number of residential and day school?
108.67, our current, I think we're
115.
113.
13, yeah.
And day schools?
Day school's at 18 right now.
113 is good.
It is.
Really good.
Actually, it was 116, but we have 3 youth that went AWOL from their home visits.
So you're getting tougher and
So we have-
tougher, I'm sorry.
So we have 113 paying.
You're getting tougher and tougher referrals on the day schools.
Continually over the last couple of years.
Yep. We are scheduled for, right now, 14 students for day school this summer.
And the same on the agency side, Ron.
That's been going on.
I know, but they're getting tougher.
But it sounds like this is more of a recent development.
Well, it doesn't help that just community-based resources, right, have very long wait lists. So in terms of the care that they need, a lot of times they're,
I'm curious, so are these kids on home instruction?
the majority, yeah, where we're getting their documents and referrals where they've been on home instruction for, at some points, years.
Yeah, which probably doesn't work. Right?
In terms of trying to get them on track with credits and
Right.
things, yes.
And on the residential side, they're sitting in hospital emergency room.
Yeah.
And just a couple other things, just to remind everybody, on April 7th, we billed $988,000 in retro rate tuition. So a lot of this surplus is that. It was not recognized last year, so it was all recognized this year. And we have collected nearly all of it at this point. If you move on to the statement of revenue and expense, just a couple of things I wanna point out on here. It looks like we are at a loss for, the month of May, but remember, a lot of that is we had some heavy hits of charges and expenses. We increased our teachers' salaries, and, so that was retro, so we had a big chunk right in there. That was done, that was the 3%, and that was paid on 5/1, so it's all in there for May, which is why that month looks like it's a little off, and it's a little at a loss. But of course, it all evens out. Somebody's trying to call in, maybe? I'll keep that on going. Balance sheet, if we can just move on to the next portion, I just wanna show a couple of things on here. Accounts receivable, you see the 1.3 million? Just to give you some numbers on that, so that's all of the AR that is gonna be collected, all the tuition. As of right now, I checked that number this morning, it's down to 538,000 is all that's owed right now. So, when we talk about a lot of cash, if you look up at cash operating, that 518,000 in it, that is even more increased at this point. Where all that money is coming in, they've been really good at paying, they have only a very few departments of social services that have not paid and usually don't pay on time, but we will work with them. The only other thing is, we did pay, it looks a little odd if you notice, in accounts payable. You'll see there's a negative $87,000 in the balance sheet. If you could scroll down just a little bit. Because of our good fortune of having all this cash, we were able to pay the TST Health Co-op insurance a little bit before, right at the due. So it's usually, they like the payment in there for June, so we paid it in May. So that's all caught up. We paid that a little bit, like a week ahead of time, but that's what swung it a little off there. But other than that, like I said, we plan to try to keep this under 400 for ending the year.
Right. I want to make a comment back to what Tom said, and I don't experience it. You know, the state understands that juvenile delinquents with seriously aggressive assaultive behavior belong in secure facilities, primarily run by OCFS. On the state OCFS side, there are agencies like us who work with kids who have mental health problems, some of whom clearly have behavioral problems but aren't considered, let's say, dangerous or assaultive. There's a whole group of kids in the middle who have serious mental health problems, aren't JPs, but are in fact seriously aggressive and assaultive, for whom there are no programs. They actually need secured violence, but they don't, the state doesn't recognize that population's needs. So they fall in the cracks. I was just wondering, Helen, is the state, are they aware of the problem?
They're very
And
aware
are
of
they
the
doing
problem.
anything to try to address it?
They started one small program, pilot program, with about I forget the name of it, with 3 agencies, I believe, that started it for mental health stabilization. It's run by OMH, and I think Hillside, I think Children's Home Wyoming Conference. This started about 2 years ago, I believe. I don't think it's been fully implemented yet, and I think the premise is that they get short-term stabilization at up to, I think, 6 months potentially in a facility, locked down.
Yeah, my only concern about that is OMH, I don't want to
Yeah, but
sidetrack
I'm
me,
just saying-
OMH regulations aren't necessarily that effective with that population and the secured violence. They're somewhat restricted in what you can and can't do in that behavior, but it's good.
So, but that is the program that they have started to try and address that issue.
Yeah, thanks.
And I think we need a motion to accept the financials as presented by Anita.
I make a motion.
And is there a second?
So,
Great. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Anita.
And then the next, there's one other thing.
Sure. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that. Yes. Correct. Thank you, Rick, and yeah, thank you for all your hard work, everybody. It's appreciated. Yeah.
Okay, and just
Okay.
one other item before we move on, Pincera. So our audit is coming up, so this is just to inform the board that that audit's gonna start that week of August 31st. They'll be here approximately probably 2 days, and we're in good shape to finish our audits by October 15th, is when everything has to be complete and submitted to the state.
Okay. Wonderful.
I don't think we need a motion.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but you accepted the financial report though?
Yes.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
And then on to the CSE evaluations.
I'll make a motion to accept the CSP evaluation as presented.
Craig, your second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. And then the resolution of retiree stipend, that's what we spoke about in executive session. Yeah. And, so we need a motion?
The motion to authorize me to sign it.
Okay, great.
I would make a motion to authorize Superintendent Watts to sign the memorandum of understanding with the Teachers Association.
Great. And a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great.
I want to say, Evelyn Fox is here as well. She's right over there. 32 years of service, right there. She plans to depart
Thank
in
you.
November.
I had planned on hanging in there for more years, but I had some family stuff. And it's mixed feelings, because it's been such a part of who I am. And it's been an honor.
Thank you, Evelyn.
Honor to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you.
Next.
Yep, and the personnel report. And this is appointments and terminations. Do we need to vote on this?
You do need a
Yes, we
vote.
do. Okay, so is there a motion to accept the personnel appointments and terminations as presented?
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great. And we're gonna go back in executive session.
No, you have acceptance of a, oh yeah, you're right, my fault.
Okay,
Another executive session.
okay, great.
For purposes of personnel.
Right, for purposes of personnel. Thank you for
Leave this with you guys as well.
that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And your correspondence, I'm gonna just fix it.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna roll forward.
Oh. It needs to
There you
be
go.
cleaned anyway. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
What's kind of shocking, that the state really.
So I have this email here.
We're not talking about small numbers.
Well,
I need to get some.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Pardon? Why don't you lead us off?
I'm sure you're screening now, right there.
My brain is. We're back from executive session, and we're going to do the consideration of amendment to the superintendent's contract.
I would I move that the board, upon a review of professional performance of the superintendent, that the board vote to approve a 3% pay increase for the 2026-2027 school year.
Great. Excellent. All those in favor?
Aye. Further, I would like to propose a resolution to amend the superintendent's contract that the board will on an annual basis make a contribution of 2% to a 403B plan of the superintendent's choosing. That again is an amendment to the existing contract.
Right.
Did we have first?
Yeah, we need.
I made the
I'll
motion.
make a motion to
Okay.
propose.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great.
And thank you, Mr. Watts, for your good service this year.
Thank you, Mr. Lawrence.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have, okay, as far as the resolution, we need a vote on this? For the,
Baseball donation?
Yes.
You do, yes.
Okay.
You don't have to read the whole thing, but it's, as you recall, Mr. LaBrunis offered that donation similar to the one you approved at the last meeting, and we just need to accept it as well.
okay.
Make a motion to accept James Arundis' contribution to the baseball team?
Yeah, yep. And is there a second? Yeah, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great, thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
And then,
Information item?
yes. Okay.
We're going to have Anthony Strickland, ex officio member, give his report. And it's on the back of your packets.
Yep. Student report.
So one of the things I would like to report is the Chance Takers Club here at the school. The Chance Takers Club here at the school was founded in memory of Jeremiah Tunin, or Jerry Tunin. One of his quotes was, take a chance to make a choice to make a change. And the point of the club is to kind of try to make a change in your life and your community. And I think it's pretty important to give kids that opportunity to help people and help themselves while doing it. Because a lot of these kids feel good about helping people, but don't really have the opportunity to. So this provides a chance to go out and help people. We do stuff like Loaves and Fishes, the local soup kitchen in Cortland. We also volunteer at Thrive Church to load food boxes in the cars. And that's just
Great,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
And somebody gonna talk about the awards, or?
yes.
Okay.
The quarterly awards ceremony for the school agency is every 3 months. We give out award, well, you guys give out awards to kids who earn them throughout the 3 months. And basically, it just helps acknowledge kids that have been working hard to change and be better.
Great, excellent, thank you.
You think it makes a difference to kids? Do they feel good about receiving those awards? Good.
And I see that you received 5
Thank you for bringing
awards.
that up. Yeah,
Five awards,
Smile.
which is outstanding.
I don't want to put them on the
Two
spot.
for Student of the Month, one for Vocational Student of the Month, one for Resident of the Month, and one for Resident of the Quarter. So 5 awards in 1 quarter.
You are an
So
all-star.
I want to say congratulations. That is truly outstanding hard work and performance. So
Mhm.
thank you, Anthony,
Yeah.
for your hard work.
If I could add, anything else to add under your report? If I could add also, Ms. Sanford has handed me our grievance results as well, and that's a yeoman's huge lift of a work for us to proctor and do all these exams. And we had 151 exams. We had 89 of those earned credit towards graduation. We do exams in June, August, and January, and every incremental step we do, as you know, students come here way behind in credits, so every time they pass a Regents, it pushes them that much closer to graduation. And those are astounding results. 75% of our kids passed the ELA, and we had some incredible results across the board on all of them. So it's a huge thing for our kids. It's also a great thing for students. So I wanted to add it.
Great, thank you.
Great.
So we're all set, motion to adjourn?
I think is there a TSD BOCES update or?
Yes, yes,
Oh, I
I do.
didn't see that.
Yep.
Or it's not in mine, sorry.
The TSD BOCES group met and we had an excellent presentation from the New York State School Boards Association on the dynamics of leadership and the culture of leadership. A lot of people think that the superintendent, principal are leaders, okay, but really every teacher and every staff member is a leader in their own way. And so I talked to the gentleman who presented to the School Boards Association, and I talked to Mr. Watts, and he is going to invite him, he already said he'll come, to a staff development day, and the thing I like about this gentleman is that he is an excellent public speaker, okay? We've all been there, done that, you all know what I'm talking about. Okay? So, Mr. Watts is going to make sure he comes and shares his wealth of knowledge, and it's what they call staff development par excellence.
By the way, Mr.
Excellent,
Watts
thank
is
you.
an excellent public speaker also.
Oh,
Having been to many presentations with him and Danielle.
thank you.
Great. We all set?
TSD BOCES board?
The only update is that I'll be attending the Rural School Board Association conference in Lake Placid in July, so I'll bring any pertinent updates that I have in
I'll be there as well. And it does say public be heard, Patrick, I want to make sure
Okay.
that we get to that final note before we adjourn, because apparently there's some folks who want to say something.
Oh, okay, great.
Good. I don't know if I should say anything. I'm Aaron Kinney. I'm a special education social studies teacher here. Actually, know a lot of the faces here, so that makes things a little bit easier. Corson and I came. We just got a couple of things. Well, I've got a couple of things. One of them, we've been coaching the baseball team for a while, and we appreciate the donations for the team. Very appreciative of that. But we're hoping to put it on your radar for the baseball field. We just don't have a working baseball field. It makes it very difficult to teach kids the fundamental skills to make them successful in baseball. Just basically practicing in the gym until the weather gets nice enough. But by then we've already started games. So just hoping to put that on your radar. The other thing too, the leadership this year. I mean, I've never been unhappy with leadership in the school. I just wanted to also reiterate some of the things you guys have said. I have a number of roles here where I interact with a lot of different teachers, so I can speak for a number of our staff here. We are very happy and appreciative of the work that they did this year. We made tremendous improvements, communication, collaboration, staff development. This is probably the most successful year I've been a part of, so just wanted you guys to know.
Thank you for saying that.
Thank you for the information. We also do have a renovation proposal or whatever that I do have printed out for it. If you guys have any want it or anything, reach out, you can give it to you, or I can email it to you.
Fair request.
And Mr. Corson is our athletic coordinator too, so he leads all the scheduling for all of our athletics, not just baseball, soccer, basketball. He's in his first year and he's really just done an amazing job. And you're gonna get a chance to hear him speak later. At the ceremony.
Looking forward to it.
Can I just add that these guys do an amazing job? I mean, amazing. Just the motivation that they give the kids, how connected the kids feel. So many of them have never even played baseball or minimal baseball, and it's just amazing what they do. It's wonderful to see.
We want to showcase that at our house.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough to get the cottages to travel to Gutches and I'm scheduling 9 to 10 games now. It's tough to get all the cottages there to support. So if we have it here, it's pretty easy to walk right there. So I hope we can get it done
Sadie and I have been the only spectators at certain games.
We
And
appreciate
Sadie
it.
is
We love
not. So the kids really like to have a crowd and it's hard to get everybody there, so.
Great. Thank you. Now are we ready to adjourn? I apologize for people I overlooked. Great, is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
No, it's good.
Pardon me?
No, honestly.
You're all set? Okay. Sorry, something else.
No, I got another one going on.
Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Is there a second? Great, all those in favor? Great.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, James, thank you, Phil, thank you, Rick.
Everyone.
Oh, yeah, yep, I wanted to go to.